Alright guys, welcome to the Media Hijack Podcast. I'm your host, Billy Walters, and joining me is Chris Unholy Jesus.
What's up, fam? Happy Tuesday.
Welcome back guys to another episode of the Media Hijack. This is episode 182. Before we get started, if you guys want to get some official Media Hijack t-shirts like this one. Oh, Chris has his on too. Let's go.
Dressed in press.
Head over to the MediaHijack.com. Grab you some official t-shirts. And if you guys want to catch the replay for this live Twitch video that we do live every Tuesday on twitch.tv/MediaHijack, you can catch the replay on your YouTube. And don't forget, audio listeners, rate, comment, subscribe. Even if you don't like the podcast, like, say something bad then. Let's hear it.
Engage.
Yeah, we need some people to fight.
All right.
Yeah. We're there, like, fuck it.
We're there. Hey, look, people, I'm starting to see.
Tell us all the bad shit.
I'm starting to see more and more people complain, not about us, but kind of like butt heads in our TikTok comments.
We're in the behind the scenes, like, yes, keep fighting.
Excellent.
I bet that's how, like, the media is, like, the news. They're like, yes, keep fighting. We love it.
Straight up.
Give
Everybody
us
wants
all,
peace.
Yeah, give us all that attention. We love it.
Like, everybody wants peace, but everybody wants to be but everybody's entertained by violence and shit. So,
or something negative. Like I don't really like this guy being so positive. But then something bad happens. Like, yes,
kill them all.
What really happened at Augusta High School with Chris Woods? You know, let us know. All right, let's get started. So the main topic for tonight, Chris is going to be talking about Baba Vanga, which is she's Bulgarian. She was blinded at the age of 12 due to a tornado. And now, you know, they claim that she has psychic abilities. Mm-hmm. So that's the whole gist of her story. All right, I'll let Chris take the torch.
Before you get to say, have you been paying attention to this damn Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef? I gotta talk about this. This shit bugging me.
I don't really know the details, but I know what you're talking about.
But all right, so this is like because there's a lot of shit involved in it, racial tension and all types of shit. But the main thing that's being focused on is like the whole Drake being a diddler. Supposedly, like not supposedly, Kendrick Lamar released several diss tracks, basically confirming. Well, not confirming. Basically come out with allegations saying that he basically went straight Cat Williams on this shit and been blowing up the whole music industry, saying there's like a bunch of perverts in it and telling people like LeBron James and Steph Curry, hey, keep your kids away from Drake because he might be the diddler, you know what I'm saying? And so it's been blowing up. It's been so bad that Drake's been losing endorsements right now. I don't know if this is going to tank his career, and the reason why is he's getting hit so hard with these allegations of being that guy. Is because there's like a lot of receipts that have been going back for years. Like he's been weird with like the girl from Stranger Things, Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah.
He was weird with her at one time. Billie Eilish, he was like up in her DMs at one time. He's been really weird with like minors, and so Kendrick went full scorched earth on his ass, and he's now being pulled into this weird world of you want some Epstein shit. It's gotten out of control, man. This is all throughout this past weekend. That's all that unfolded online between Twitter and YouTube of like this massive like rap beef it's spiraling out of control with accusations of being a diddler.
Might be. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I mean, he's like there's a bunch of like adults within this industry who are actually protecting also the diddlers within the industry. So some of these celebrities that you like, they're acting as like a shield for some of this too, and nobody's calling it out. And I don't know.
Yeah, they're like, you guys better back me up. I know who you diddled.
I know all that.
Because they all got like receipts on each other, so they hold each other accountable.
Studer says Drake ain't no diddler, but it just looks crazy. I don't think he is. I think he's just awkward. He's always been weird with women in general. Not even just. I think he's just weird with girls in general. He got like obsessed with Rihanna. I remember back in the day. He's just weird with women in general. Something's off with him. I don't know if he's like straight up into kids like that, but he's always had like a weird relationship with women. His whole life is just very odd. But I don't want to throw him on the bus that he's a straight up, a diddler, because that's a woof. Nowadays, that shit would get you killed on the street if you start throwing them accusations around.
Yeah, because we don't know, right?
You don't know. Let's wait till the evidence. And it'll come to light. It always does. You know, this shit always comes to light eventually.
Drake is like, that dude, Chris Unholy, doesn't even know me. And he called me a diddler.
Whole lawsuit.
Right?
I'm just saying, it's accusations. Like CJ says, good music came from it. Oh man, this is a solid weekend for hip hop fans. This is a good rap beef. It got crazy.
That's been on.
But I don't want to talk about for a second. That just took over the goddamn weekend, the airwaves, and people are still talking about it. And now it's becoming like whole Epstein type shit. It's reaching Epstein levels of fuckery.
I forgot about Diddy already.
Yeah, I think a lot of people saying like because now you start to see people post up online Epstein, Diddy, and like a picture of Drake. Those three together. It's like internet. Wow, internet was
next week. Jay-Z.
Right. So who's next? God damn.
Yep.
Okay, but enough about that. Sorry, I just had to talk about that. That was the big news of the weekend. All right, so let's get to Baba Vanga. Yes. This old lady has been, well, she actually passed away, was it 25 years ago now? Like
around
96?
Yeah.
Around 1996, she passed away. And some of her predictions, like, what was she born in, like 1911 or something? Way back when, I forgot.
Yeah, 1911 in Bulgaria.
Yeah, in Bulgaria, and like I said, like you said already, she was blinded at a very young age. But at the loss of her actual physical sight, she gained a new one. And apparently, this lady's been clairvoyant throughout history, all the way up to the point where her predictions actually went all the way up to I think at like 5076.
What?
Like, and that's supposedly when Earth is completely done and over with. That's where her predictions stop. In fact, before I go into her predictions of 2014, I did come across a list of some of her most popular of predictions in the past. So here's the list right here. It says melting of the polar ice caps. She says in 2045 the ice caps will completely melt, which will obviously, if anybody's been keeping with the polar ice caps news and all sorts of stuff, it's basically just called it. Every single east coast on the planet, every coastline on the planet basically get flooded. Manhattan's gonna be underwater. All hell's gonna break loose when this happens. But she's saying by 2045 that's when it's gonna completely melt. Says Europe is going to collapse, but that's whatever. They've been saying that for years. But she says Earth will die by the year 3797. Everything on Earth will cease to exist. However, humans will be advanced enough to move to a new star system. So we will exist in a different form, maybe AI type form, I guess. But y'all says that by the year 2130, with the help of aliens, we're actually going to start learning how to live underwater. So
sweet.
I guess. Was that?
Oh, I said sweet.
Yeah, but hey, Atlantis, baby, we're returning home.
I told you I can swim.
Yeah, so that's some of our more popular predictions of like where the distant future goes beyond us humans of today and evolving into more advanced civilization, and how we adjusting. Like we're gonna go to the star systems by this year, but some of us to stay behind. Aliens are going to contact with us with technology to live within the ocean. Mm-hmm. I've never even heard that prediction ever before, so that's a new one for me. I've never even. Yeah, that's pretty wild.
The crazy thing about this story with Baba Vanga, right? She was blinded at the age of 12 by a tornado. Like tornado picked her up, like threw all this dirt in her eyes. Completely, she went blind as a child, and she never seen like the TV at modern times. Like she never read a comic book. She never got to see images of how our future is now, and she was describing stuff that there was no way like she can even describe it unless she actually saw with her own eyes,
right? Like
stuff that was happening like in real life. They're like, how would she know about this technology when she's like a farmer child? Like she has no link to like this world outside of like her village in Bulgaria.
All types of technology, because you talk to a lot of these any kind of small remote area around the world, they ain't gonna know shit about anything, let alone an internet. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, even if they even have the technology to even set up for that. But I mean, not to say they had it back then, but it's kind of like they probably didn't have no damn radios to listen to back then in Bulgaria, and if they did, it's probably like not many, like no real outside influence.
Yep. Bob says, no wonder I can breathe underwater in my dreams, but consciously I'm telling myself to hold my breath.
Fish lady.
I think Bob might be water people too, because when I had my acid trip, remember I told you I was in the ocean and I was like, I can't swim, but then I started breathing underwater. I was like, holy shit.
It's like, no, take a deep breath. Don't be scared. I can
breathe underwater. I was like, yeah, I wasn't scared. I went all the way to the bottom.
I've had that before. Actually, you know what? I've had that dream before too. It's been long. I think the last time I had a dream like that is maybe a teenager. That's how long it's been. But I've had dreams before where like, because drowning is a huge fear of mine as well.
Yeah.
And I had a nightmare while I was drowning. I was like, and I took a deep breath and I was like, wait, what the? I was like, what am I scared for? And I just kind of tried to swim. I can't really swim like that in real life. So my dreams kind of like struggle, but I wasn't like drowning like that, So I've had a dream some of that before. Maybe we connected to the past or some shit. What we used to do.
Yeah, maybe we all came from the water.
That's what they say. They say humans, like as far as evolution wise, came from the water and then came to land and then evolved into creatures that could.
Because you see, like some people, they're born right. They have web feet, and even like web hands and stuff. And like,
yeah, they're saying like this, like a. Is that
like maybe like a part of like their DNA thought like, okay, they're in the ocean, so they gave them like the web hands because they the DNA got mixed up.
Yeah, they say like even with when you put your hands in the water and it gets wrinkled. At first they thought it was because your body was absorbing too much water and make it like wrinkly, but actually scientists have discovered like a possible theory is that the reason why your fingers get really wrinkled and ridgy like that in the water is because your body is actually evolving for you to like be able to grab objects in water easier. So it's not like you absorb too much water and mess up your skin. It's your body adjusting the water and like, okay, if I'm in water, I have to adjust and make it easy for me to grab objects and food. I mean, like some old school shit we probably used to have back in a million damn years ago when we was living in the ocean type shit. So like you said with the web fingers and stuff, yeah, it's supposed to be maybe we might have been sea people.
Yeah, water people.
Man.
What else you predicted?
Okay, so those are like some of her OG predictions of just like how the world's gonna end. But as far as we're gonna focus on today is gonna be like her 2024 predictions. And basically, like I said, she's been known to have predictions about like 9/11, Chernobyl, Princess Diana's death, all types of stuff. Just basically she's being compared to Nostradamus, the OG guy that we all know and love from back in the day, of just being able to predict stuff back during even the Renaissance era. And so with her stuff that she predicted, she talking about like one thing she talked about was climate impact issues. She said that 2024 is going to be a severe time where we're going to be getting smacked around with really bad weather. And we've already seen this already too. Earlier this year, there was a F1 tornado that was actually spinning in the opposite direction because they said it was like a rare backwards spinning tornado because tornadoes actually spin counterclockwise. But this rare tornado that happened back in the beginning of May was spinning was it clockwise,
counterclockwise,
and it was more, and it was going 105 to 110 miles per hour. But it was like super severe, and it was like super rare tornado. So I guess our predictions started to come true about how nasty this weather is getting and just tearing up shit, especially in the Midwest. Them tornadoes are getting wild this year. This DJ says tornadoes are going crazy this year. Yeah, they're getting crazy, man.
Yeah, there's like a video in China where a tornado hit a village in China, and it looked like somebody threw a whole bunch of toilet paper on that town.
Damn.
Like a huge teepee party. I was like, damn, that's where all the toilet paper at.
I just got stuck in that tornado.
Got exposed out there.
Fucking holding TP. It says also another prediction she had with the climate impacts. She talks about like how the global heat waves are going to start are starting to get worse. She says like heat waves before used to last like back like in the 50s and 60s and 70s. Heat waves in cities, well actually just heat waves in general would like last for about 8 days, and in 2024 is now going to extend to like 12 days, so like 2 weeks of straight heat waves. So it's not going to be as short anymore. So Earth is getting hotter, and some of these things she's predicting is starting to come true. Like they're talking about another serious ass summer coming of intense heat that's going to basically be blistering hot. So that was another one. Another interesting prediction she had was cyber attacks, which she died in 96. She didn't know nothing about no cyber shit at all, but she was making predictions about cyber attacks happening in 2024. Well, actually, we're going to be on the rise. And already this year, AT&T actually had to announce that they had lost a bunch of people's data on a damn dark web.
Yeah,
they lost
I just got the mail today in the mail.
Dude, it's 7.6 million current holders at AT&T's information is on the dark web, and 65.4 million former account holders that have been with AT&T in the past. Their information is on the damn dark web right now. And man,
I just got the letter in the mail today saying my data possibly could be leaked, and they're like, we're offering like 1 year of like security background checks or whatever. Some shit like that, I forgot. Like if your shit has been compromised or whatever, they're gonna check on it. I forgot. I didn't really read it, but they said they offer 1 year or something with security.
They should give you like 1 year of no paying a bit phone bill.
Yeah, I'll be like,
come on, man, hook me up. Shit, man, just make a waiting list, and then every year just pick 1 million people that got done dirty, and then pick that 1 million people in. The 1 million people that y'all pick, they ain't got to pay a bill like AT&T bill for a year. And the next year, pick the next million. And the next, like, go through all this, man.
We'll forget. We'll put it under the rug. We'll be like, what data
We'll forgive
leak?
you. Save all
What
that
data
damn
leak?
No, I don't remember that at all. And then, see, well, another prediction you guys says increased terrorism and biological weapon testing. So she was saying
How
that
would she
big
know all
countries,
that?
like, look, this shit that's going on with Hamas and Israel and Russia and Ukraine and chemical weapons is like being like possibly being used in the mix now.
And she don't even know about computers yet, right?
Ooh, she ain't know nothing about this shit.
Yeah, because she was
Talking
12.
about cyber
She
attack.
was blinded at 12. She was born in 1911. And by the time she was 12, it's still, there wasn't no World War One or two or no civil wars, nothing.
Yo,
No Cold War. How did she know about these computers and stuff? And she lives like in a farm village.
yeah, like she didn't even reach the industrial era yet, so nobody had no type of technology or cars to roll around in like that. Especially no damn Bulgarian village. Everybody was probably riding horseback to like, maybe the 50s probably. I don't know. I don't know about anything about Bulgaria, but I would assume that.
Yeah, like she's like our Nostradamus, like in our generation.
Right, right.
When she passed away, we were alive already.
Mm-hmm.
So
And no drama's been there
yeah, she was dropping bombs like that whole time.
the whole time.
The whole time. They even said she predicted the election of Barack Obama.
God damn.
Yeah. People's like, you be quiet. Ain't no black president. So and so.
You know what year this is? This
Slap.
is 1920.
Like, damn. I can't even see that slap.
I can't duck it.
She's like, God damn. I'm just speaking what I saw in my vision.
Please don't beat me. Oh man, I'm sorry. Especially back then, I'm surprised they didn't call her like a witch or some shit. Those people were wild back then. When
New Jersey says Model T first cars on assembly line was 1912. I think they probably had cars.
Really in 1911?
Yeah.
I feel like
cars.
big towns would.
Yeah, they had all that stuff.
No. Those cars that existed. That's
Yeah.
just like a Bulgarian town. Would they have that in 1912? That's what I'm thinking.
Right.
They'd
Like,
have got late.
how did her imagination get that creative, right? Like how you say like she's predicting a cyber attack. Like how how?
Right. Cyber. The people are like, what is a cyber? What?
Right. All she knows is like wheatgrass and where she's coming up with these computers. They're gonna have cyber attacks.
The farming plows and shit.
Like,
That's what she know.
people at that time is like, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Studio says, is she blind? All the president's black.
Basically,
You're right. So another prediction she had for 2024 was medical advances. So we about to make a leap forward with some medical advances. Stuff like vaccines for lung cancer. And development of a DNA-based lung cancer vaccine in the United Kingdom is actually receiving funding right now as we speak. So one of our predictions about lung cancer vaccines is coming into the mix. And I think Russia is actually trying to work on some kind of cancer cure too as well. They're trying to find a cure for Alzheimer's, which she predicted, and that's a few incurable diseases that they're trying to, the scientific world is actually trying to get into and find a cure for. Which, I mean, if you're a conspiracy theorist, there's always been a cure already. So the cure's always been out there.
yeah. Usually the cure is created by whoever made it the disease.
Yeah, it is.
Right.
That can make sense.
You got to know how it works to fix it.
All right, vice versa. You got to reverse engineer that shit.
So, your computer caught a virus. Here's the antivirus, but you have to pay for it.
Yeah, we didn't create the virus. I
I don't know who made that virus, but we know how to fix it.
Not that we made it.
Here's $100. Oh, I got to pay $100 every month. Sure, it's not like my computer doesn't have viruses.
For some security.
They created the
it's
problem,
like-
and then they made money off of the problem that they created that they fixed.
It's like some mafia shit. How the mafia used to do back in the day is like, in order for you to have protection for your store, you have to pay us. If not, we're gonna fuck your store up. Like, that's how the mafia operated back then. It's like, hey, you're gonna pay us up front a monthly fee for our protection. If not, we're gonna burn your store down.
Yeah,
it's like,
they're
all
like,
right.
you're paying us to protect you from us.
What kind of shit is that?
Because we'll beat your ass. But if you don't want us to beat your ass, you got to pay
pay
for
us.
the protection of us about to beat your ass.
So we can give you security. You're like, no, you're
They're
just a
like,
bully. That's
What the hell? So I have to pay you so you don't kick my ass?
help me understand this. And another, and the last prediction I got for her for 2024, which I kind of saw that like I'm not surprised she's saying this because I had a theory that this was going to happen or possibly happen. Putin's assassination. That's another prediction she has. She's telling about that
That's bold.
that this is that he's gonna be taken out by a fellow countryman. I believe that because I don't always keep with all the Russian news, but recently, and I forget this man's name, but he was a huge like opposition to Putin. Like and he had a lot of people in Russia backing him, like regular folks trying like, hey, we need to get Putin up out of here, yada yada yada. And this guy that was kind of like leading the charge to go against Putin in this election. That Putin actually just won his 5th election anyways today too. Today he just won his election, so he's president again. Nobody ran against him, but the guy that was running against him and had a lot of backing behind him, he got killed recently. He was assassinated by Putin, and this caused a lot of people in Russia to be like, "Hey,
allegedly,
this dude
right?
Putin, huh?
Allegedly.
Allegedly,
We don't know
allegedly,
that. Yeah.
allegedly, Putin had his man bumped off while he was in prison, and so at this point. As soon as that happened, and I saw how a lot of people were in Russia were upset about it, I before I even read this, I was like, I have a theory they're probably gonna take out Putin. Like the people gonna get sick of him because there's been always been kind of rumors anyways that people within his inner circle are kind of like moles anyways, and they've been trying to assassinate him already. And so if this does happen this year, I won't be surprised because that was my theory.
Since, it's like the greatest like plant is like somebody who can live that life basically their whole life until they do like their final mission, and they were a plant the whole time,
the entire time, from day one.
How do you feel on the inside
after you finally take them out?
You're like, damn, my whole life is just to live a fake life the whole time. But then when you think about it, is everybody living a fake life?
We all are
playing a character.
I have a character. Different characters.
Because after this podcast, like, just start farting like crazy and shit. Get naked. Disco light. Doop, doop, doop. I'm like, who is this guy? Yeah, like, damn.
The hell?
Hello, Diddy. You know? You just never know.
Hey, Sean.
Beep, beep.
But yeah, that's all I got for 24 predictions. That's all I got right there. It's not a lot, but
the Putin one is pretty big if that actually happens this year.
Man, yeah, that's the one I'm kind of like, I'm really looking at the closest because, man, it's been getting rough, man.
Stu says what's
Baba
her name?
Vanga.
Yeah, Baba Vanga. Baba-Vanga.
Baba Vanga. I've heard of her before, but it just dawned on me recently. I was like, yo, we never talked about her.
I kind of felt like we did though, but
maybe we did. That's probably like
I couldn't find a podcast because I was like I could have sworn we talked about her before.
We probably did. It probably wasn't the main topic.
Yeah, I was saying that too. It's probably not the main topic.
We talked about so much shit on the show. It's easy to lose track.
Yeah, so she's basically like the sidekick, like for our generation.
Right.
Like Nostradamus. With him, my theory, like with him, like he didn't predict the future, but he was able to tap to somebody who lived in the future, and somebody told him all the information. Yeah, like he was able to. I don't know what the method is called.
Like remote viewing.
Yeah, like remote viewing, but you're able to see it talk to somebody in the future though.
Ooh. It's like what's that movie? The X-Men movie is called Days of Future Past. That movie is alright or whatever. It's not too stupid, but it's got some cool things, especially about time travel. Instead of like actually sending a physical person back in time through a machine, what they did with Wolverine, they sent his consciousness back in time into his younger self.
Yeah,
it's kind of like which makes more sense in a very sci-fi way.
Yep.
Put yourself in your younger body, and then you have to accomplish this task of saving the damn world or whatever.
The best way to do it is the most cleanest way.
Right.
We're going to take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to talk about time travelers.
Yeah.
All right, so be right back, guys. All right, and we're back. All right, so next topic, we're going to be talking about a recent time traveler, maybe a time traveler, that was caught on a security camera in the backyard in Florida. So a homeowner believes that a security camera watching over his Airbnb rental property captured footage of a mysterious individual using his backyard shed to travel through time.
Yeah.
So this video, I guess it got really popular. I think it was on like a Monday or one of these days, where he saw like a dude go back in the back of his shed And he never seen him came out, but then he started yelling at him from his Ring camera. It's like, hey, get out this backyard or I'll call the cops. And he actually did call the cops. And then, long story short, the next day, somebody came out the shed, but it was a dude that looks way older. And I'm going to play the video for you guys real quick.
It's weird.
Update regarding the time traveler that went into my shed and disappeared. And this is going to blow a lot of people's minds. And if you're still denying that this is real at this point, this is going to change your mind. So just a quick recap. This guy walks around my backyard, goes to my shed, opens the door, goes inside, and disappears. Called the cops came, they went in the shed twice. He wasn't in there. I looked like an insane guy. The cops are like, what is this guy smoking? And you can see he never came back until the next day right here. Notification on my camera that there's somebody in my backyard, and this guy leaves my shed. And he looks right at the camera too. That guy left my shed. But here's the craziest part. This looks like the same guy, maybe, glasses, whatever. Let's look at the other guy. This was the other guy. He noticeably aged. Looks like the same guy, but aged. So him again, and now him. Same facial features, whiter hair. So I don't even know what to think at this point. Somebody explain this. He literally left the same shed. You saw the camera I put before. There was no movement that whole night. Then the next day, this guy leaves the shed, looks right at the camera like he knows, and he looks noticeably older. I don't know, something's going on.
Man,
But yeah, that's basically like the video that's been going viral. Like everybody's actually talking about it. Even Coast to Coast is talking about it. It's because like it's all captured like on his Ring camera. And you know how the Ring camera, they have the whole history, the whole timeline. So you can backtrack like through all, like everything, like scrub through it, right? Nobody ever came out of that shed until the next following day.
That man turned into Bernie Sanders, man, straight up.
Yeah, I believe that when the cops came, right? And then they started looking around the shed. I was like, oh, this dude really did call the cops.
Yeah.
And they went in there, so he was thinking like, was there something like under the shed? Was there like a back door to the underground or some shit?
Fell into a damn portal and came back out like.
Yeah. Whoa. The crazy thing is like it did look like him, like the older version. Mm-hmm. Right? Like it has similarities and everything.
Yeah, they got that same size forehead, glasses.
Yeah, like the jawline was like, it looked the same. And then he had those white eyes.
But like the older him looked like he was an employee at like some kind of like, I don't know.
Yeah, dude, maybe, man. It was like that one show where the guy, he went to the diner, right? And then every time like he went to the diner to the back closet, he ended up in like the time like JFK was still alive.
Is that the one James Franco?
Yeah.
Man, I still haven't watched that. That's just on my
It's
damn
good, dude.
Hulu watch list. I've had it on my Hulu watch list for like fucking years.
Yeah, it's good. He goes back and he's trying to change shit. Like he went back and then he ate like the burgers. Like he's like, damn, the burgers taste way better back then.
What?
It was real.
Real beef.
Yeah, everything was like real. It was like, damn, this was real food. Now they're playing with us.
This food was real, and so was the racism. Like,
yeah,
everything's too real back then.
We're eating Play-Doh, dude.
Straight up, man. That's why I can't tell you last time I even ate a McDonald's burger. I really don't trust that.
Last week for me.
Oh, for real?
I caved in. I was like, damn, let me get like that Play-Doh burger. Fuck it.
My tummy hurts.
Yeah, then when you eat it, you feel like you did something bad.
I feel so ashamed.
Because your body's like, oh, fuck, man. It's like you had food in the fridge. Like, what are you doing?
Wow, you didn't feel like cooking. Like, that's why.
Yeah.
Man, so time traveling dude. Shit, so how you gonna put a warrant out for this man's arrest? He fucking 80.
Yeah, like, imagine if he was able to get in contact with that dude. I wonder what he would say. Like, what's happening? What's going on?
He's like, what year is this? Where am I? It sounds like it reminds me of this if I remember correctly. Oh, this comic book character named Booster Gold. he's a superhero from the future, right? And he comes to Earth like, hey guys, I'm this amazing superhero from my timeline, and I'm coming back in time to save you guys. But in reality, he's actually a guy that broke into the superhero museum in like 2051, and the cops chased him, and he grabbed like a superhero suit, and he fell into a portal.
Damn.
He ended up back in our time, so now he's pretending to be a superhero from the future, but he's actually like a runaway, like a low level criminal or some shit.
Damn.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of, like some criminal running, and he's like, oh, I will fall to a portal, comes back. Oh wow,
It could be, man. Like, yeah, it's a weird story.
hell yeah. And look, he fast forward to the damn through the timeline of his doorbell camera, his
Right,
ring camera.
and he got the receipts, man.
Like, who is this old man walking on my damn shed?
Mhm.
But so what if that happened to your house? What would you do after that? Would you go back and investigate the shed? And
Yeah, of course.
the
Then I'll post it on TikTok.
results.
They'd be like, "Look, you guys don't gotta believe me. I have a podcast though, but you guys don't gotta believe me. But
Just ignore
this
that part.
happened." Like, I'll scrub through it like slowly. I was like, "Look at the time of the ring. Like, you get in contact with the ring, right? They show you the real history of your camera.
Man, they got this whole data.
Yeah, and you'd be like, oh shit, nobody did came out until the next day.
How can you explain
And
it?
cops checked it out, right? Like, nobody just calls the cops just for no reason.
I don't know.
Because the cops are like, hey, I don't know why you guys called us out here, but there's nothing in your shed. And he was like, nobody ever came out. But I'm pretty sure he showed him the footage. He's like, look, this guy went in, and he never came out.
Damn.
So they're probably thinking, okay, he probably deleted like that part where he came out.
Yeah, then all that he I guess.
But it's messy though. Like, for what, right? If you did all that.
Yeah, I mean, so you look like a liar because if it's a lie, people gonna eventually
Yeah.
find out about it.
Like, sure, you probably got your 1 minute of fame, but
Mm.
you're not living off of that now, right?
I don't know, but Coast to Coast is talking about it, like you said. So,
Yeah, I was like, damn, this shit made it on Coast to Coast.
man, if I was him, I'd write a book immediately before this 15 minutes of fame dries out. You better write a book.
We should follow him like on TikTok because he said he's gonna release footage of him checking out the shed.
Hell yeah, do it.
Yeah,
Let's see what his
I don't have
goals.
TikTok, but I say
I
you
got you.
follow him and see if he did actually post a video of him doing like an investigation
Yeah,
because he's famous now, kind of.
Yeah, yeah. See, I gotta check the link. I gotta check that link. But yeah, I follow him. I be trying to follow weird shit on TikTok, anyways. At least interesting shit.
Yeah, not ghost stuff. That's just scary.
That's too scary.
All right, I got another story. It's called The Legend of Tsuchinkoko. All right, so yesterday, right, hundreds of Japanese villagers, they have like this annual event where they go look for this legendary Japanese folklore. It looks like a snake. It's called a Tsuchinkoko. It's like a legend snake-like creature with the midsection looks like a beer bottle, like it's big. And according to the local tale, it said that it possesses supernatural abilities, including the ability to speak and jump great distances. So this was like a folklore from I think they said the 1980s was when people started seeing this creature, and they're
So
like,
this is still kind of new.
yeah, it's still new. And then the people was like there was a lot of eyewitness, and they say they seen it through like even different towns in Japan. So like every year they hold like a festival, and yesterday was like the 32nd annual festival, where like a group of 800 Japanese people, they went out to whatever the woods, the jungles, to look for this creature. And it's like a contest now. It's like, if you guys find it, you get like a money prize of like $8,600. Whoever can catch it like on camera or whoever catches it. And I got a picture of it.
So if you guys find it, the prize is you live.
You live. Here's $8,000. All right, so this is what they say it looks like. And this is dumb yesterday. It reminds me of that Simpson episode where they're chasing that snake,
Oh
the
yeah.
rattlesnake. Yeah,
Oh
so
man,
that's like a drawing of it. They say like the body's like a beer bottle. It's like it's bulge. It
that
has a little
is
tail, but it looks like a snake,
yeah, just a
just like that.
chubby snake.
Yeah, so that's like their legendary like folklore
That
of
looks even
Japan.
that looks even scarier than the damn picture. That thing looks horrifying.
Yeah, it's like the most rarest creature. I don't know if it's the rarest, but like something like that. I don't. What's the reason to make up a creature like that, right? I'm pretty sure they saw like it could be like a snake with just a little fat.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, it could be like a chubby snake. It could be
Yeah,
that ate something
that
and
just ate something. But the legend says that it can speak and shit. So I was like,
oh, there it goes.
that part could be like twisted, you know?
Yeah, that's the weird part.
Yeah, I was like, what it speaks to? Like, what the hell?
mm.
So they do that
So,
every year.
So does it have like a diet, like a diet of a snake too as well? Like it just eats the same thing, or just
I, like if it's a real creature, I think it does any normal thing that a snake does.
just big?
Yeah, unless it's like one of those things where it's so mysterious, like a fairy, where you can only catch it when you're under influence of a drug or something, you know?
Yeah,
Because
big
it's
body snake.
mysterious. It goes in and out of realities. But I don't know. I mean, 32 years? Over 32 years?
Yeah, that's relatively new compared to like all the OG shit that's been running around out there. That's pretty new.
Yeah. Like serial killers.
Yeah, right. That's still new.
hmm
Man, fat snake.
Yeah, it was like 800 people looking for this, like for fun. It became like something like a fun activity to do.
I'd be scared. I ain't gonna lie. 'Cause already that grass looks scary as shit to me already. Just to walk in, I wouldn't
It's
even.
fucking grass. It's like, it's a bit high.
Yeah,
Imagine a snake is like on top of the tree just looking at all these people.
right. Like look at him go, looking for that fat
These
snake.
dumbass people trying to find me, and I've already found all of them.
They do this every year,
Like Pokemon, you know, high grass,
right?
trying to catch like a fully evolved Pikachu or whatever.
What's that? SK? A snake spelled backwards. SK. The
SK? That's snakes
it's-
backwards.
Iske. Yeah, it's a Pokemon. It's like a purple snake,
Oh,
but his name is like SK, but it's actually snake spelled
Oh
backwards.
yeah, they be doing that.
Yeah, I forget his name. I think it's called SK or whatever.
And the other one, Muck Muck, but it's backward is Cum Cum or some shit.
Oh, what?
And he looks like he looks like Cum Cum.
That's a new one to me. I've never heard that one.
Japanese people, man.
Wow. I got a story.
All right.
Science story. So orangutan has been seen treating a wound with a medical plant in the world's first history of observing like apes and stuff. So there's this this orangutan by the name of what's his name, Rackus. So the story goes is like at this enclosure, supposedly in this enclosure while these orangutans are at, they have enough food. They have abundance of food there, and it's not too many males to female ratios there because they're trying to offset like a lot of like orangutan fights. So the fight that Rackus got into was actually a rare fight that happens in an enclosure, but he got wounded in the fight. A piece of his cheek looked like got bit off. Just you could see the meat. You can see the meat in it. And so when they observed Rackus for the days afterwards, Rackus was kind of like okay, being lazy, being tired, and then after like 3 days, they saw him like basically take like a plant, put it in his mouth, and he would chew it up. Chew it up, chew it up, chew it up, and after he chew it up, he was taking the plant and he was applying it to his wound. He wasn't putting it anywhere else. But they said like after like a couple days, the wound had completely healed. But it basically like what he was doing was trying to keep it from getting infected. And so now they're saying like, oh shit, like apes know how to do medicinal shit to themselves. And this is the first time too. I think they had like another type of ape before that used to apply like a type of like an insect to some type of unknown insect. I think it was like just a typical ape that would like take an insect. I remember seeing it years ago, but I can't remember what the practical use for it was. But they would use like an insect as a tool to get like other bugs off their back, I think, or something like that. But they use insects as a tool, which is like, holy shit, like they know how to function and use things. And now they learn like, oh shit, now they can do like medicinal stuff too. And I guess like some of this, yeah, it's wild, man. They're saying the plant that was used was a Akor Kuning plant. It says once he put the orangutan put his mouth, chewed it up to like a mush, and then once he started applying it. But this same type of plant has actually been used a lot in the medical field to treat like livers and like liver tumors, malaria, pathogenic fungi, and HIV. So this is what humans have used this for, and somehow that's what like scientists are saying, like, did we learn how to use this stuff from them back in the day before we had medical advances? How we knew how to use medicinal herbs? Like, do we learn this from these apes back then, or they learning how to use this stuff from us? But where is this? Who started like? Who taught each other how to use medicinal stuff? Because they're using stuff as well too, and that's another thing they're trying to start look at right now. Like, hey, who taught who? Because back then, before we had science and all this shit, like, did we learn how to use medicine through watching animals use it in their environment, and then we tried it, like eating berries, because you gotta assume that back then a lot of humans were dying left and right by eating shit they weren't supposed to eat, and they probably watch other animals use stuff or whatnot in their environment. Like, okay, if this deer ate these berries, we might be okay. It might not kill us, but let's test it out.
All I gotta say is, who gave that orangutan an iPhone?
He looked it up.
Imagine. Like the skeptics, like, ain't no way an orangutan, like, they can, be able to discover like a medicine that can do that type of healing. Somebody gave him a computer or some shit.
It was a man in a suit. Remember that story about what is it? That bear at the Chinese zoo. Everybody kept saying it was a man in a suit.
Yeah.
Like his butt looked weird. It's like, oh, this is a man butt. This is not a bear butt.
It didn't look natural. It looks like a suit.
There's a dude in a suit, but people that went to the zoo was like, no, that can't, because it's like 90-something degrees. That a man will be dead in that suit. So they just have funny shaped butts.
That fake beer.
So like you said, it's probably gonna be the same thing with this. Like, oh, it's a man in a orangutan suit.
Yeah, that is crazy, right? About the whole medicine thing.
It's only a matter of time before they learn how to use a gun, and once that day comes, we are fucked.
I think they're already at the stage, like, advanced, like, mentally, and smart enough to know like what type of plants do what already, but they haven't evolved to the form like with us. Because I think we were, it's controversial, but I think we were like artificially involved. How you say it? We
evolved.
Yeah, we evolved artificially.
Yeah, because
we're like,
because our species as humans are Homo sapiens, and I think as the story goes, there was another species out there of humans, but they were the Neanderthals, and eventually we went to war with them, and we completely wiped them the fuck out into extinction, and then we wound up being the rulers of this earth. But it's almost like, but we were nothing like what apes are. We were like almost like advanced on a level where we using fire and shit, but then we eventually went to war, and now we're the evolved human species that won the war between Homo sapiens and Neanderthals. We wiped them out, and then we became the inheritors of this planet. I always have a theory too that once humans eventually wipe themselves out, apes, whatever apes survive, they'll be the next ones running this planet.
We're gonna be calling up that orangutan, saying, "Hey, how do I treat this wound I got from getting bit by a crocodile?"
Dr. Orangutan.
Right. You know how you say, like, hey, if you want to get healed, you gotta reconnect with nature. Like, that's where all the answers are at. And these monkeys out here, they already know like all these healing properties of which plant and stuff is already like engraved in them, But we forgot our ways, but we have science now. That's like our advantage, and we can shoot an orangutan on site.
Yeah, science has allowed us to be lazy. The apes ain't got apes don't have that luxury. They don't
got internet connection.
Right? Got the fucking tablet. Sue Jersey says Planet of the Apes movie. Man, that's the first thing I thought of when I saw this. I was like, man, it's only a matter of time before they learn how to use guns. And when they do,
but here's the thing: who's gonna supply them with guns?
They can take that shit.
The U.S. government's gonna supply them.
A gorilla gonna be like, break somebody's arm off, take the gun. I guess I don't.
Yeah, the government's gonna give them guns. That's what's gonna happen. They're gonna be like, where did they get these guns? We supplied them.
Then they're gonna asking for rights. Like, we should be able to vote too. Oh. We vote. I can see it, man.
Parking.
With my orangutan legs.
My legs are short. Yeah.
it's
That is
inevitable.
crazy. It makes you wonder, like, who is the smart one, right? Because if they stripped us right now of everything that we own, everything from our car to our technology to everything, like we're just bare naked in the jungle with an orangutan, who's gonna survive?
Orangutan can do this.
Orangutan will run laps.
Yeah,
Like, oh shit, Chris and Billy died on day 2. Meanwhile, orangutan is on day 56
45.
years. We're dead already. We haven't even. We got bit by a centipede that has fucking poison.
I was gonna say that too. A poison centipede. I was just about to say that.
Yeah, and then we don't know how to cure that. Meanwhile, orangutan, they get bit. They're like, oh, let me go look for that one plant.
Just knock it off.
Rubbing it.
Yeah,
They're looking at us die and shit. It's like, I got bit too. It's like, sorry, I don't speak your language. Yeah, we're dead compared to them. So who's the smart one, right?
I mean, look, they're more in tune with nature than we are. Like I said, we are so far removed from nature, we wouldn't know what the fuck to do.
Yeah, we haven't even. I can't remember the last time I went barefoot on grass.
Yeah, man, I wouldn't even walk barefoot to the sand the other day. I was like, I'm keep my flip flops on. I ain't gonna do all
Well,
that.
I did like touch sand like with my foot, and it does feel like it feels different. It's almost like you're connecting again. Like it does feel weird. It's like choop. It's like almost like a damn wireless connection.
Ooh, connected to Earth.
Yeah, nah, I'll take that back. I did walk on grass on Eclipse Day.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
The grass feels good between my toes. I like it. I ain't gonna lie. That shit feels so relaxing.
yeah. And they're like, hey, you should walk on grass like 30 minutes a day. You be connected.
Really?
Yeah,
can see that.
they even say like hugging a tree, like it releases like certain type of endorphins and stuff, and releases like you actually can get energy from a tree. That's what.
Hug a tree.
Yeah, I was like,
Tree hugger.
let me go hug a tree real quick. I'll be back.
Get some of this energy.
Yeah, take a lunch break, hug a tree.
It says, also too, this medicine that, the thing that the scientists are trying to realize too with Racus, the orangutan, is that how does it know to use these type of medicinal herbs that we've known already to use already? Because some of these herbs too that it was using, well, there's one particular herb that it was chewing up and then used it to apply to his wound. It actually could be used for medicine for like malaria, dysentery, which is like some damn Oregon Trail shit, and even diabetes, man. And so the plant also has some anti-cancer properties. Now I think about it. Now that I say anti-cancer properties, and then Baba Vanga was talking about how they're gonna start this 2024 is a year about medical advances. But I don't know. It's gonna become from the observation we have from what these creatures like these creatures like. Because I feel like a lot of times, and I honestly I think so too. The best way for us to learn about a lot of this medicine stuff is probably watch what apes do. Apparently, watch what they do, and then we'll go from there. Then we got it from there. But because ain't no human gonna be testing out no damn tune up plants to see if it works or not. They're gonna let another species do it.
Yeah, I think that's why we test so much on apes, monkeys.
Straight up, man, awful, man. Putting lipstick on them and shit and makeup.
That shit is it's sad. Like you seen like that one video where they show the monkey seeing like the sky for the first time in his life because he was kept in captivity like ever since he was born, so he never saw like the sky before. And then when he saw it, he was like, what the hell? Like there's no ceiling.
That's sad, man. That's why I'm a big fan of zoos, man. I'm not aquariums too, but especially zoos. Zoos are kind of like, man, what the hell? Imagine if you was trapped in this shit. Right. Well, imagine if you couldn't leave your room you're in right now for the rest of your life. You were just stuck in this shit.
That's
and
nice.
The only thing you can just look out the window. I don't like people. I don't cool with that, but if you were the type of person that like to be outdoors, but you just stuck in a full wall.
Yeah. I need to still know that I can be able to leave.
Right, I have the option to leave.
Right, the option of leaving. If I know I don't have the option, then that's the problem.
All right. It's only a matter of time before these animals are realizing, like, hey, you know what? I'm stronger than a human. A lot stronger. I could crush a human easily. It's time for us to code up. Because somebody was talking about not too long ago about how elephants have recently been acting towards humans over the past several years. Elephants have become a little bit more and more aggressive towards humans. Remember that lady that got fucking like stomped on in India by the elephant and then showed up at a funeral and then threw her body all over the place and then they can't seem to find this elephant now. He's like, oh, what the hell?
Damn.
This elephant just trashed this lady's funeral that he killed. But it's like,
on him.
Yeah, it's like they're saying like some of these animals, as time goes on, because all the mistreatment we've done to these creatures throughout all these centuries, they're going to start realizing like, hey, they're going to start having more self-awareness and like, hey, I can actually destroy this human easily. Like, they can't stop me, but they're not self-aware of that. And so that's what some people have been predicting. Like, hey, elephants are going to start turning on humans first because they easily have the strength to just demolish a person.
Yeah,
And and they have very good memories. Elephants have great memories.
They engrave like when those elephants when they train them like from the beginning, like you know how they tie up their legs, right? And they put a little peg down like on the floor, and you know a little baby elephant they can't move that shit, right? But it's been on their leg the whole time ever since like they were a child. So when they move a little bit, they get pulled back because they're like, oh, they're not strong enough. But then they can still hold the elephant even when it's full grown. They put that little tie on him, right, and just stick it in the ground. He could just easily walk, but with the elephant, as soon as he feels resistance, he doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, he doesn't try.
Because his whole life he believe he can't move any further because he's not strong enough. Right. It's the same thing like with the fleas, right? So the fleas, what they did with them, like they put them like in a box or whatever, right? And the fleas that jump, they keep hitting the ceiling all the time, and they keep trying to jump out, right? And then like the next generation of fleas that grew, right? They don't jump no more because the other fleas are like, hey, you know, you're not going to get nowhere if you keep jumping. So it got to like the next generation where none of them jump no more.
Damn.
Because it's in their head now, it's in their DNA that, hey, why would you jump for when you can't even escape?
This is our life now.
But the top is wide open now. But nobody's jumping no more.
Oh, that's some psychological shit too. Yeah, you can look at that. You can apply that to humans.
You can apply that to like stuff you're going through like right now. Like, oh, I feel trapped. Like, why are you trapped?
Right.
Doors open. The door is wide open.
The mental limits you're setting on yourself sometimes.
Yep, it's crazy. What about
says, especially the chimps. Once they jump a ranger with a gun, it's over. Oh, chimps are incredibly powerful, man. You ever heard that story about this lady that had like a pet chimp? I forget his name. It was like Jimmy or some shit. This lady owned a pet chimp, huh?
Toward the lady's face. That one.
Yeah. Like, because I watched the documentary of she was taking this chimp everywhere with her, to the store, around the place, and the chimp was cool with everything. But when I was watching the documentary about it, they're saying like when chimps get older, they become more and more aggressive, especially male chimps. They get hella agitated easily, and there were times too where the chimp would like escape the house, run away from home, and the cops would have to grab the chimp and drag the chimp back to the house. And then the chimp attacked somebody one day, like a mailman, I think. But then one day, all hell broke loose when the lady had the chimp at some kind of enclosure, and the chimp just attacked her, ripped her eyes out, ripped her jaw off, tore her nose off, bit all her shit all up. But there's the 911 call of the lady calling 911. You could like in the background, the chimp like turn that lady up, and the lady on the phone was like, oh,
it's ripping my face.
It's crazy as shit. And it's like, why do y'all want to be around these animals that are this fucking strong when they're agitated? Humans get agitated easily, but we don't have the strength of a fucking chimp. So it's like, look, they're not built to be enclosed.
Yeah, I don't know if this is the same story, but I heard like she was giving the chimp like drugs. Was that in the documentary?
It sounds familiar. I might have forgot about the part. She was doing some weird shit with the chimp that was kind of like,
yeah. I think she was like
dressing it up too,
like molesting the chimp too.
Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know.
She was drugging the chimp, but then doing diddly doo-dah or whatever.
Oh wait, what was the name of the chimp? It was. Let's start with a J. No, it wasn't Jupiter. Start something. Travis. I think it's Travis the chimp.
Damn, that's a real human name.
Right, hey, tore her ass up.
Yeah, I saw her like an Oprah. Her face looks like,
dude, man, can't even look at it. It's like,
yeah, it's all mangled.
Lord, lady. I was like, but if that was me, I was like, yo, put a bullet to my head, man. Let's hit restart on this whole
pop.
What's that shit? Let me get me up out of here.
Yeah, we'll let a chimp shoot you.
They actually went in the right. Yeah, but it's messed up, man. They wound up having Travis the chimp. Yeah, the cops wound up like just lighting his ass up too. Shot him all up.
Imagine like in the future, like they don't have people doing like the death penalty. You know, because like people when they do the death penalty on people, right? They're paying somebody to do that, but that's on like their conscience for the rest of their life.
Yeah, I wanted to do like a psychological check on you before you do the job. Like, are you sure you're gonna be you sure you want to be an executioner because you're gonna be killing people for the state?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll do it. You gotta be crazy to me, but
Or I think like they have like 3 people in a room, right? And then all the button is random, and they all push the button, but none of them knows like them that actually pushed it.
Is that how that is now?
I don't know, but maybe just to get a sense of a piece that maybe the button you push wasn't the one.
Yeah, that sounds. I know they do that with. They used to do that with firing lines. They would have like a dude tied up to a post, and all the soldiers would have like a rifle. Now all the soldiers have like all the guns have blanks, and one soldier has a real bullet.
Oh yeah.
So when all the soldiers fire, none of the soldiers gonna know who hit who, like who hit who, because this to prevent them from being like, oh, I just murdered somebody.
Yeah,
I heard they did like that.
That is crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. Fuck you up in the head, straight up.
That still fuck you up in the head.
Tell somebody ain't like stepping on no damn bug. It's a different type of mind fuck.
Yeah, so I would say like, hey, let's just train a monkey to kill people.
Make them as soldiers. That's how they're gonna take over. Because I had a theory about this with the whole ape thing too, with them using medicinal medicine. I'm like, look, they're gonna want to make these. When humans get tired of joining the military, which is happening right now, the military in America is seen like this record number low of like, because Gen Z they ain't with the shit. They're not trying to do anything but do it. I don't think they're useless. I think they're just hip to the game where why we're gonna fight these wars that are kind of like basic genocides. Like we don't want a part of it. So now the military has a good to like stuff like Twitter and Twitch to try to like recruit new folks, and it ain't winning. Like, hey guys, I'm playing Call of Duty on this channel. Come watch me. And then they try to recruit kids. But I was like, this theory's like they're gonna have to find a new source of soldiers. It's probably gonna be gorillas. They're not gonna tell us, but they're gonna be putting soldiers. They're gonna be putting chips in gorillas' heads.
That might be a bit messy.
I was thinking about Neuralink. I was like, yo, they're gonna put them in. They already put them in monkey heads already.
Well, shit, if they could do that.
A Neuralink gorilla soldier.
Planet of the Apes, just closer than we think.
Man.
Yeah, either that or freaking AI robots getting fucking headshot by a drone.
I don't know what I would trust more. I would rather trust an AI than I would a gorilla.
A gorilla, you still got like a chance because they might have sympathy. AI don't have sympathy. That's not even in their code.
That's true. If they turn on us.
Like, oh, he looked like he did something bad.
AI can be like, the world's a better place without you.
Yeah, you did too many crimes. Check your whole track record.
Yeah, we got
like, goddamn, this motherfucker should have been dead 10 years ago.
Yeah, we got to trim that fat off this population a little bit. Y'all getting too crowded.
Yeah, everybody getting sniped. And they clean it up at the same time.
Oh, that's so nice.
All right, are you done with that one?
Yeah.
All right, I got one. All right, you guys know Hulk Hogan, right? The wrestler?
Yes.
So recently he'd been on this show called the 700 Club where he talks about Roddy Piper. Well, you know, after he passed away, he said a few days later he got a voicemail. You heard about that?
No, I know the 700 Club. I didn't know that was still around. That's that super duper religious thing.
Oh, well, yeah, he spoke about how, you know, like they never really used to like each other in real life, but then, you know, when they started wrestling and stuff, they got really close. He said they would text each other every single day. And then he said after, like, he passed away, right, you know, he said, like, 2 days later when he was watching, like a documentary on Roddy Piper, and then he said at the end of the credits, he got a phone call, voicemail from him. He was like, what the fuck? So he said in the voicemail, it said, I'm just loving you, my brother. I'm just walking with Jesus and loving you, my brother. And that's it. And Hogan, he never really told anybody like this story. This was one of his tall tales that he never told. Because he was like, who would believe me anyway? Because that already sounds crazy.
Yeah, we've been beeping this shit.
Yeah, he kept it to himself. It was like a personal thing. And then he just finally spoke out about it. Crazy, right?
I didn't know they had a beef like that, to be honest. At least I don't remember.
Yeah, like personally, I like.
Yeah, outside the ring type shit.
Yeah, we would never know. We just see it on TV.
Right. I mean, sometimes you hear like some real life stories bleeding into like from the real world. Like when they had like, remember with the Hardy Boys and Lita? Mm-hmm. And then fucking she was dating like Matt Hardy at first, but then cheated on him. I heard with like. She cheated on him with Christian from Edge and Christian, I think. Yeah. And that happened in real life, too. And they just made it to a plot line of wrestling. That's real shit. Yeah, they did that one. Vince McMahon didn't
Was
give a
that
fuck. He's
beyond
like,
the mat?
Vinnie Mac was like, use it as a plot. I love it.
Holy shit! She slept with Kristen from the Brood.
Yeah.
Remember Gangrel and shit?
Yeah, Gangrel, yeah.
That shit was crazy. Like when all the lights went out and then they came on, everybody had blood on them.
Yeah.
I was like, this is crazy. How are they doing this?
Goddamn wrestling.
I was like, damn, this shit gotta be real, man. Fucking
Gangrel.
Bloody Mary up in that place.
Because Gangrel's like the vampire like looking dude right there. Yeah. That's a super throwback, man. Damn.
I was like, damn, everybody got blood on them.
Goddamn Gangrel.
Well, yeah, that's like one of his stories, his paranormal stories. Then I would think like a lot of other celebrities, they probably went through like a lot of paranormal shit too, but they don't talk about it because it sounds too like they have to uphold like their image. You know, they don't want to be like, oh shit, so and so.
I look crazy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get older, and then you kind of like, because Hulk Hogan gotta be like, he's definitely in his 70s, probably damn near 80. He's probably like, I don't care what people think now. I'm too old to care.
Yeah, he did everything already. He's
What,
like,
so
I'm
what I
just here
gotta hide?
just to tell my story now.
What do I have to hide? I got nothing to hide anymore. These are my truths.
Play that voicemail.
Man.
You ever hear stories like that, like where people pass, but then something happened, and it reminds you of that person?
What do you mean, like a person like just dies and then?
Yeah, then like something just weird's happen, like later.
Oh, as far as like after they pass.
Yeah.
Maybe a dream. Like usually a dream. If I'll talk to them again. I feel like, oh, okay, I'm connected with them after they're gone, and this is my last chance to talk to them one last time before their consciousness leaves to go out there into the universe beyond. It's like the last time I'm really gonna see them. So yeah, I've had that happen before. It's sad, but it's like I'm kind of like they're still out there somewhere.
That's crazy. I never had nobody visit me.
Going on a new journey.
Hmm.
Yeah, a friend of mine's grandmother passed away not too long ago. She was telling me about. She didn't tell me. I saw her do a post on like Facebook talking about like how she had a dream last night. Her grandmother came and visited her like one last time, like the day after the funeral. Actually, the day of the funeral, that night when she went to sleep, she had a dream that she saw her grandmother one last time, and then
I believe that.
She was with her husband in her dream too. And her husband died like fucking 25, 30 years ago, but they was both together in her dream, and then it's like, oh, we love you, and they went off to like to the universe beyond. I'm like, damn, that's deep.
That is.
I've had that too with loved ones that passed away. I'm like, oh man, like this ain't goodbye. It ain't feel so much like a goodbye, more like a see you later type shit.
See you soon when you die. I'm out. Pew.
I'm done.
Pew. Like Goku.
I'm going to King Kai's planet.
I'm out. I'm going to train.
There's a story I had. I didn't really read it like that because I didn't think, but it's not too long of a story. All right, did you hear about this guy that like this ex-soldier like stormed like an animal shelter to get his cat back? It's like some John Wick shit.
Damn.
But with a cat.
Damn.
Yeah, it's like this Australian soldier. He bursted like up into this animal shelter with like a fucking rifle, and he held a girl up at gunpoint, and he tied her up and everything. And this dude was like so mad at the worker because from my understanding, it says when the workers at the Lost Dogs home in Melbourne, Australia, told him he needed to wait a day to pick up his pet, he accused of threatening a 23-year-old female worker with a gun in the facility in the parking lot. He says, "Do as I say and listen to me. I won't shoot you. Don't try anything or I'll shoot you." And basically held up at gunpoint trying to get his cat back. What the fuck? Just wait the next day, man. It's dumb shit.
Damn, he really missed his cat.
Man, yeah. I guess. I mean, shit. Maybe the cat wasn't ready. I don't let the fucking cat eat something. Like, just wait a day. But it's, yeah, he like zip tied the girl up and everything.
Damn.
And I think he held on to her for like, what was it, 10 hours or some shit? It says, on this occasion, I think he just held her to like at gunpoint until cops eventually got his ass, and he got charged with kidnapping and false imprisonment.
Jesus.
And
he could have just waited till they opened or what?
The next day, just go, man. Like, tripping. Like,
damn. He might have been under influence or something.
He's under something.
Yeah. Like the cat was probably like his golden child. And it's like, no, he cannot be in that place.
That's all I got. I'm getting anxiety without him.
Like, do you know who the fuck he is?
The cat in the back was like, chill. Like, I'll just do another day. It doesn't have to be like this.
Yeah, imagine the cat. I don't know, the cat's like super royal, like in his head. Like, you cannot have the king trapped up like that.
Yeah, he's like,
The king needs to be free right now, you know?
you've had him long enough. Release him. Release the pharaoh.
throne is getting cold right now. We gotta
He
get
needs
the
to
king
guard the
back.
underworld.
Yeah.
Like, he needs to guard the underworld. If he's gone too long, all the spirits are gonna escape.
Dude, it
Like,
probably was some shit like that, you know? Some Egyptian shit. Like, you can't
he
be
fucked.
locking up these royal cats like that, you know? They got... Their pool is different in another spirit world.
shit. So
Like, they're small and cute in this world, and in the other world, they're fucking hideous, dangerous, and they look scary as fuck. They're like, you move a little bit, you get your whole head chopped off
Tall as a Scotch
with a
grape.
whisker.
Yeah, man. Because like, my thing is like, okay, you wanted to get this cat released, but now you ain't never gonna get this cat back now that you did this shit. So you just made your
He
situation.
failed.
The fuck, you failed your mission. Now you gotta do this shit all over again next time around. Your
Damn,
job was to protect this cat in his lifetime, and now you gotta do this shit all over again.
he's in trouble.
Yeah, like dummy. Fucking cat. I would wait the next day, man. The cat probably wouldn't even missing him anyway. The cat was probably like, okay, cool,
It's like, cool, chill time, nobody around.
cool. He's like, he wakes up, he's like, oh shit, is that a gun? Oh my god, he's about to shoot this girl.
Is that my roommate?
And that's in Australia too, man. That's some shit you would think that would be like in fucking America.
Damn, Australia.
Yeah, America. I actually don't really have any gun crimes like that. At least, I mean, I'm pretty sure they got crimes just like any other place. We just don't see them like that. But as far as like people rocking a fucking rifle like that, that's kind of rare. It seems like.
Yeah, that is rare out there.
They had a mass shooting back in '96, and after that, like Australia cracked the fuck down on guns to the
Yeah.
point where it's like it's hard to get a gun in Australia. It's almost impossible.
Yep.
I don't-
Same like with Japan. Like,
Japan's another place, man. Yeah. Japan's like, oh, you want a gun? You have to go through a 9-month course. Who the fuck I want to do that? So nobody got.
yeah, Japan, Korea. Like, I don't think you can have that because I was watching like some Korean shows and they never use like guns like that on there. They use knives all the time.
Yeah, the same thing with over in the UK because if the UK had guns, they would probably definitely have more shooting sprees. But they have like a lot of like stabbing sprees in Europe, like in France and like in over in England. People get stabbed up and shit and killed. Like I think there was one recently, like a couple months ago, where a guy killed like 11 or 8 or 11 people, some shit, like just stabbing people like in a subway
Shit.
and running around the street. It was crazy as shit.
Well, would you rather get stabbed or shot?
I'd rather get stabbed. I'll be cool getting stabbed. I'm not saying I'll be fine with getting stabbed. It all
But you're
depends
gonna
on
die
where.
though. Would you die?
Bullets are hot.
Would you rather die by gunshot or stab?
If I get shot in the head, I'll be cool with that, I guess. I mean, I want to get shot in the damn neck.
Yeah, I'd rather get shot. I'd be like, oh shit, it's trying to aim for my legs. I'll just duck down, get the
My leg out
headshot.
the way. Go duck right into the bullet.
Like, fuck that. Pew.
I don't know. Bullets are fast, man. I can react faster against a knife. I could take a blow to my arm, but
No, but
I've
it's
seen,
guaranteed death though.
But it's guaranteed death. Oh man, yeah, bullet. Okay.
Yeah, stabbing, you can feel you're getting filleted.
I'm going in.
It's like, come on,
Man, brutal, man.
That
That was like
paper cut.
I saw this video. I think it might have been like in Mexico or some shit. But like this motherfuckers outside these people's house, kicking the door, trying to get inside this people. Like this, I don't know what it was there for, but it was trying to get to the people inside the house. And this girl just like kicking the damn front door. And when she got, and then like they busted the glass to the front door and shit. As soon as she went in to look, you saw a person come out with a knife and like pop, stab her right in the fucking chest. And it happens like this. And she like walks away. And at first she's like screaming. And she's screaming at them like, what the fuck you do to me? And the next one she's like, oh my God. And blood just goes everywhere. And she falls to the ground. They had to carry her away. She wound up dying. But it was like, when I saw the video, I was like, oh my God. Shit was quick. And I think
Where'd
the
you
people,
see
huh?
Where'd you see the video?
Twitter.
Fuck, Twitter's
Twitter crazy.
unhinged,
Twitter
man.
crazy, bro. Twitter is like the Wild West on crack. That shit
My
is
Twitter
so.
is not even like that. All I get is normal stuff. How do you do that?
If you want it long enough, and then your shit, algorithm starts pulling shit in, all you gotta do is watch one video.
You're getting
You
freaking
just gotta watch one crazy
murders.
video. You just have to watch one crazy video, and then your algorithm is like murder. I'm like, okay, like damn. I didn't mean to even watch this other video, man. And I'm getting
You
bombarded.
might be numb to it then now, huh?
Some of it is, but some stuff I'm kind of like, God damn. Like when I see bones break, no, I can't watch that. If I see a video where somebody's about to break,
a lot of shit.
Yeah, if I see somebody about to break a bone in the video, I'll move. I'll keep it moving. I'm like, I ain't trying to.
Yeah, I saw somebody get hit by a car on Instagram, and I was like, how did this get on my feed?
Where did I click?
Yeah, I was like, what did I do wrong? I'm not supposed to see this.
Man.
But he got hit by a car so hard, it tended to bounce on the dude's windshield. I was like, oh shit! I was like, the dude, he has to be dead. The clip stopped, but it looks like a kill.
Yeah, because
He got hit
sometimes
too hard.
yeah, Instagram is not as bad as Twitter, but some of that crazy shit be popping up on Instagram too. Instagram gives you more of a warning though. They be like, "Hey, let you know."
Yeah,
somebody
it says
gets
sensitive
fucked
stuff.
up.
Yeah, I never click on those.
I do sometimes. I'm like, I want to see how
Yeah.
bad this gets.
I die. I'm
Yeah,
curious,
man,
but I still don't click on it because I was like,
Hey, man.
I might get fed some shit that I can't get off my feet.
I think the Faces of Death built me up like this since I was a wee little child. Like
Yeah, I remember watching that.
Faces of Death got me prepared for the internet days because the internet is far worse than anything Faces of Death was.
Yeah,
Faces of Death was bad.
It's brutal, dude. It's brutal. It doesn't know when to say stop.
Nope.
All right, I got another one. All right, so a mystery creature slays 17 farm animals in Mexico.
What?
All right, so a rancher in Mexico says that an unknown predator crept onto his property and somehow slayed a staggering 17 of his animals for no apparent reason. So according to the local report, the gruesome incident occurred last Friday in a farm near Nuevo Laredo. So the rancher, he was looking at his animals. He observed them. Right, he sees there's no bite marks like around like the neck or anything or anything. Like there's like no bite marks or nothing. It's just animals that are dead. So the first thing that came to mind was the chupacabra. You know how the goat sucker or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, this could be the chupacabra, but other people's like the skeptics are saying, hey, it could just be a wild coyote. But the crazy thing is like, okay, animals they usually kill to eat, right?
Yeah.
In this case, these animals like they were killed and they weren't eaten at all. They were
They just mutilated.
yeah, they were just dead. So and 17 of them too. It's like, hey, this makes no sense. Like what just happened?
It seems like the only thing that would do this type of thing would be something that has more of like a consciousness of what's going on. Like, because animals don't think on that level of like, not even cats. Like, cats are kind of like crazy when it comes to killing shit, almost psychotic sometimes. They play around with it. But for the most part, it's like, they're hunters by nature. But for the most part, I mean, most animals kill to eat. Like, they ain't just dropping
Right,
shit and
because
leaving it there.
you're wasting energies because their whole life is surviving. Right, they don't do stuff without like, okay, if I do this, could I eat for the night?
Yeah,
They don't be like, all right, I'm gonna kill 17 animals for no reason.
That's like fun fact. Did you know that lions only kill 45% of their food or something like that? Like 45%? Like their hunting rate is actually lower than 50%. Lions aren't that good at hunting at all. They're actually, I think it's like actually might be 35%. Like usually when they go out and hunt, they have a 35% chance of catching their meal to eat. So when they catch it, they're going to eat the shit. They're not going to just, I'm just using that as an example as far as like, cause
It's hard.
there's a scale I never realized that they do with animals. It's like hunter success rate. I think they said like all the creatures out there in the world, dragonflies have like the best, like the dragonflies have like the greatest, like the highest hunter rate. They catch like 90% of their food they go after. So if you're like a little fly flying around and that dragonfly's on your ass, there's a 95% chance your ass is dead if you're a fly, because like dragonflies are that successful hunters.
That's amazing.
And Bob was saying that lionesses does all the hunting. Yeah, and a lioness only catches like maybe 35 to 40% of that. Half the times they hunt. So this is like, ooh, they're not that good as hunters as we think
they do the hunting.
Yeah, the males just sit there and male lions are fucking horrible, man. And then they sometimes kill the male cubs.
I'm a male lion.
Oh, we are Leos. Oh, we are Leos.
I'm gonna take a nap real quick.
That's all they do.
Wake up. Where the food at?
Nap and fuck. That's all they do.
Where the food at?
Male lions are horrible, man. They're not like Simba. That's just fake.
Yeah, they're actually lazy.
They're lazy as shit. Lioness does all the work, which I'm not surprised.
And they bite hard.
Bob says the cute little cat is the biggest predator. Which cat?
Simba. Well, I didn't know that. I didn't know like lions, like their percentage rate of them actually catching their prey or their food or whatever It's that low. I didn't know that.
Fucking sucks. That's probably because all the women do all the work. They're not getting any help. It would be higher if the men step the fuck up.
Damn, man. Don't say that.
Oh, Bob says the one that looks like a kitten in Africa. I think I know what you're talking about.
Simba.
Is it lynx? No, it's not a lynx cat. It's like a bobcat type thing, I think.
A bobcat.
But it looks like a cat. But Bob. It says like a 90%. Bob says that cat has a 90% successful rate. Yeah, man. I was shocked to learn about lions. I'm like, oh man, you guys kind of suck. Like, we've been propping y'all up for years, like y'all are the best of the best, but you're no small cat.
And
yeah,
getting like a damn lion tattoo on the back. Nobody ever gets like a female cat tattooed, a lioness cat.
No, you always get the mane. This is the mane.
Yeah,
The mane is the
we
cool
need to see
part.
the fur and everything.
Right.
And then in the background, the wife is like catching the food. That's why she's not in the picture, because she's hunting.
She out back on the grill.
Mom is never home. She's always hunting.
You always at work.
Oh, 40%, capture rate.
You just lazy ass.
Oh, sorry,
Oh,
ass. You probably brought home something that's already dead. The mom's getting pissed off. It's like, these motherfuckers don't know I've been out there trying to get food.
All day for 2 days.
They bring like some dead food that somebody else got that killed.
Yeah,
They
they're
give
just
no
saying like
credit.
because another reason why like too they saying like lions had a hard time hunting too is because their food gets eaten up a lot too by like goddamn hyenas and shit. They got a lot of competition.
Shit,
because
they got competition.
Yeah, man. Because they ain't kings like we thought they were.
Still
You know
king
the
of the
king- you know the-
jungle.
You know what the king of like Africa is? You should look up honey
A
badgers.
hippo. What?
Oh, hippos are fucking awful, man. Hippos are dangerous as shit.
Yeah, they're like
not-
fucking. They're like Jeffrey Dahmer.
They say they kill more. I think they kill more people than anyone else in Africa. They say hippos are fucking nasty.
Man,
I
I
would
wonder
never
what
be-
a hippo tastes like.
Probably a bunch of blubber out. That's
Kind
gotta
of
be
fat,
ugh.
kind of like whale
And it's-
meat.
And the skin. You ever seen like the skin of a whale, not a whale, but of a hippo? It
Yeah.
almost looks like rubbery. I'm good on that. Like a basketball. That's what shit looks like. A basketball skin.
I'll still eat one. I'll eat the fuck out of a hippo. Yum, yum,
I
yum.
want the leg.
What
Bob
that
says
tail
rhinos
do.
too. Yeah, rhinos are dangerous. Elephants, man, elephants will fuck people up now. They are self-aware of like, man, these little
Elephants-
people.
Elephants take shit personal.
I saw like elephant on this video one time just knock a fucking giant tree over like it was nothing. It was like just hit his head on it. It was like, bah.
Then he
I was
makes
like, man,
eye
what?
contact with the humans. Like, you saw what it did to that tree?
I be watching videos of them chasing people on safaris. They be just steamrolling through trees. They don't try to go around the tree. They'll run right through a tree like it wasn't there just to
they're
chase
on-
a human.
yeah, I think they're on strike.
good on that.
They're like, we're done with you humans messing with our siblings and stuff like that. You take our kids.
Taking our tusk and shit.
You tranquilize me. I wake up. Where's my tusk? How can I take this tree down? How can I get my coconuts now?
Shit,
I'm
actually, when
tired
they
of
take
you
that tusk, they
humans.
kill them. Hunting us for gain.
Yeah. We're going to kill you guys. All of you guys.
Man,
But then you see like an elephant in the woods or in the jungle using an iPhone. Doot, 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 doot.
that big ass feet. Doo, doo, doo.
Yeah, like doing a hit on everybody because he got like 30 bitcoins. I'm killing everybody.
You got an email address? You
Yeah,
can set up
I'm
an
killing
account?
everybody. But yeah, Mexico, man, known for the chupacabra.
Yes, man. You know what I mean? They've been saying that because they always say the same story too when animals get fucked up at farms. Maybe it was a coyote. That's the same shit they say every single time. That's the first thing they say. Coyotes or wolves or some
Coyotes
bullshit.
must be really bored, right? To do like an activity like that makes no sense. Like you're
He says
wasting all the energy killing 17 farm animals. You're not eating nobody. Are you a serial killer coyote?
Alright. Was it Bigfoot?
Does the coyote get off of that? Is that do they have human
Is that how you
traits?
Is that how you get your rocks off?
Yeah, it's like that's weird, Mr. Coyote.
Right. Man. That ain't no damn coyote, man. Not. even as a group of coyotes, by and large, are pretty scary. Anyways, they kind of like they ain't that tough like that.
Yeah, there's a fox in my neighborhood.
Oh shit!
Like it's caught on camera, everything.
I think I've seen that before. I think you showed me a video before. Something crossing your camera. Was it like a dog though that one time?
It was a fox. If I showed it to you, I showed it to Bob.
Okay,
She
yeah.
said she wasn't a fox, but it was a fox. I looked it up, and then a few weeks later, the neighbors they posted the same picture of this fox. They're like, "Hey, anybody seen this fox?" I was like, "Yeah, I saw that fox. It's a wild fox."
No, yeah, Georgia got a shit ton of fox.
Yeah, they're nice
Out there.
until they bite you.
I mean, when I used to live in Lithonia, you didn't see too many foxes, but you live in a nice spot where it's like a plethora of trees and shit for them to hide. I had too much traffic in there where I used to have. But we see these be like armadillos and shit all the time, smashed up on the road.
Yeah, dude, I just saw one the other day.
Everywhere, boy. They get ran over
Sheesh.
like it's nothing.
They hold a lot of water because there was a lot of water on the road.
Oh,
It was like,
was it like a balloon full of chili?
yeah, I was like,
Oh.
damn, that motherfucker hydrated.
He was drinking good before he went out. Before he went out.
Damn, yeah, it's crazy. It's nasty. Yeah, that's all the stories I got. You got anything else?
That's all I got.
All right. All right, that's it for this episode. That was fun.
Yes.
A lot of animal talk.
Right? It's an animal episode for real.
Yeah, Animal Planet episode. It went from Baba Vanga to fucking coyotes.
Right? Turned into a PETA episode.
Send them the episode. All right, guys. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll catch you guys next week on Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern. Peace out. Adios.
See you guys.